I hate recommend.
Recommend.
Trying to recommend a WordPress theme to someone, and
oh god,
Do I sound better?
yes, you sound like a person
That's
again.
better.
I'm starting to think that the gentleman that hooked me up with this mic at work is fucking with me.
So are we?
Put an effect on
So
it.
are we going to pretend like we didn't just finish recording the other episode 5 seconds ago?
I
Yes.
think that's up to you guys.
Okay. Yes, we have pretended that we didn't.
It's another episode of Uncle Weepy's Depression Dungeon. With your hosts, Joy Moeller, Paul Armstrong, and Jeremy Fuchsa.
Oh man.
What's going on?
Well, you know, not much. Just hanging out,
Surviving?
doing a daily show.
We're doing the Daily Show?
We're doing the daily show.
Wow.
Yeah.
Our popularity
Trevor Noah got the COVID, and now we have got to do what we can
Fill
to
in.
save America.
I watched last week tonight. It was just John Oliver with the white screen behind him and
It's
no
so
audience and no laughing. It felt so
Everything feels so weird.
weird.
Yes. Yes.
Because he delivered everything as he usually does, but there's no pausing and waiting for a punchline. I'm like, I think this is supposed to be funny, right?
It's just a laugh here.
I need other people to reinforce humor. I don't know.
Yeah. Where's my validation?
Yeah.
Exactly.
There are a lot of virtual conferences popping up all of a sudden. Now I see that.
Like what?
Oh, there's several conferences that have gotten delayed that are now turning into virtual ones.
Virtual.
So it's just like, hey, we're going to do it online, and here's a link that you can go to watch it and stuff.
Well, that's kind of
Not
fun.
the same, but not the same.
Yeah,
No,
well, you know,
they
you
still
weren't
refund
you weren't
money
going to
'cause-
pay to go there anyway, so
Yeah.
Me
Right.
personally, or
yeah. Well, any of us,
okay.
maybe Paul, Jet
Paul
Set
might
and
have.
That's all
Paul,
I ever do. That's all I ever do.
Jet Set and Paul that that has a new photo of himself that's
Oh, yeah.
fancy.
Yeah, we haven't talked about that.
We haven't talked about that. He has a new photo
is
of himself,
cool.
and it's fancy, and it's a work photo, which we all know that he
work
doesn't
photo.
have a job. So why is it a work photo?
Because I do have a job. It's just, it's one that I created essentially for myself.
What is it,
Because I'm working with a friend from college. He wanted to start a consultancy advising kind of group. And it's like, hey, I don't want this to happen without you being on board. I'm like, okay.
What
So-
are you consulting and advising?
Wow, that was way less interesting than I thought that it was going to be.
What do you think it was? What did you think it was going to be? I mean, maybe I just don't know how to tell
I don't
the
know,
story,
more
but,
than a 30-second. Yeah, well, I got a job.
No, I mean-
said I wanted to do a thing, and then I did a thing, and now I got a
That
job.
sounds really lame.
I know,
I'm
it
on
sounds
board for
terrible.
anything.
It sounds terrible.
I mean, I looked for work at other big corporations here, and learning lessons from the past. I knew I didn't want to be just freelance. I also didn't want to necessarily work at another startup, although I did like them, but all of them, I feel like if they hired me, it would be not for long term. Because I'll come in, I will change things, I'll get them all up to speed on, good design processes and implementing on product iteration and blah, blah, blah words. And then I wouldn't have anything to do. And then I will be back where I was with previous startups, there for a year and a half, and being like, well, I've done everything that you needed me to do, and now you're just feature releasing on patterns and systems and don't want anything new. So, I didn't want to do that again. And I didn't want to work for a big corporation because nothing ever gets done, and it was frustrating working there too. So my friend came to me like, well, how about you come with me? We're the kind of people that come in and tell startups and big corporations how to do things well, and they pay us pretty well to do that. I'm like, okay,
Nice.
that sounds like a good in between. I mean, it took months of him convincing me, but yeah. So that's a
So,
longer
like, what
story.
kind of companies?
I mean, I could talk about a few.
Okay.
One is a cancer It's connecting cancer patients with trial and experimental treatment. There is no connection between patients and those places doing it. The only way that they ever know about it is through doctors, and doctors have neither the time nor the effort to give to that.
Yeah.
So we're trying to create a portal that we have all of these APIs from all of these, or this company has all these APIs. They've been trying to sell to doctors to do it, and they're like, it's not going anywhere. We're like, yeah, because you're selling to the wrong people.
Yeah,
but that
absolutely.
kind of stuff.
That is not who cares about it. It's the patient.
No.
Yeah.
So we're coming up with marketing strategy, communication strategy, to have them do a rebrand, all that stuff. Started talking to Ryder, the truck rental trucks, and they, for one thing, I didn't realize they don't do rental trucks really anymore.
Huh.
They don't do the moving trucks. You can rent their trucks, but they want to be a leasing company. They want to augment trucking companies' delivery options.
Yeah.
So there's some things they want to do that we're looking into, like a management dashboard for these people who are, trucking companies and leasing distribution companies, all this kind of stuff. So yeah, there's some good stuff.
That's cool.
I don't get to do as much hands-on design anymore, but that's kind of not bad either.
Right.
I mean, I like doing design, but it's everyone and their brother can do that, so I get to do more strategic things and then hand it off to someone else.
Yeah. Help people establish a process and stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Boy, that got boring. Whew, kill me.
No, it's not.
So I did all the branding work and all that for all the company and all the
Are you
the
going to say the
photography
name of it?
style and the branding and all that. That was fun.
You going to say the name of it?
Faction.
FACTIO.
And the website is thinkfaction.io. We want .com, but the dude is trying to sell it for too much.
Dick.
I'm going to look at it now. Thinkfaction.com. IO, I mean?
IO, yeah. IO.
Oh, that's
The domain name is IO. Yeah, there's that boring story. Boy,
Okay,
what
well,
seems
we
fast.
got that one out of the way.
I killed everything.
No,
Yes, I have
I'm not
employment, but I still get to work from home. Everyone's located in Atlanta except for me. Well, that's not true. There's someone in Toronto. There's someone else in Chicago. So
it's not just you and your college friend?
we're the top partners, and then we have other partners in other fields that we collaborate with when it's needed, depending on the project. If it's
What do you call
marketing
yourself?
help or content help or
Strategy Innovation Think Tank.
yeah.
So this faction with the symbol, that's you. I like it.
It's so there's another company that this spins off from called Crib that my college roommate had worked with another partner, which was this office lab space that they have. So it's a VR lab, a design lab, research lab in Alpharetta, Georgia. And they wanted to make sure that they didn't get rid of that naming, and they wanted to keep that. So I tried to create a logo that had both combined, so that Faction and Crib had a commonality without being completely tied together. So there is a C and an F in the logo. So depending on which brand you're at, the logo fits depending on what you're focusing on.
Wow, that's clever.
I like it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So you and Mark Hubbard are like
Paul.
like brothers from
I don't have
mother.
bump music for that.
You, the rest of our
Yeah.
team, don't mind if I do. Any women in here?
Yeah. Lauren, Nastrin.
You and Mark are like twins.
Yeah.
There's Shane, Derek. Man, this company is bigger than 19 Below.
Yeah, there's the 18.
Why have you not told us about this before?
He was
I mean,
embarrassed.
we haven't really dived.
Dove?
It.
How do you already have so
dive
many
it.
people?
We wanted to make sure everything was done, that we had this launch party, and then sort of push out from there.
Was that the party you were at the other day when you couldn't record?
In Atlanta, yes. Thanks for inviting us.
Well, it was a weird party because everyone's like, maybe we shouldn't be hanging around too much.
Having a party.
So we did all elbow bumps, and there's a lot of people who refused to do elbow bumps. Like, it's not a big deal. Let's shake hands. Like, don't wanna.
Yeah.
Let's hug.
No kidding.
You know.
Brothers got a hug.
Okay, I see what's going on here.
What is going on here?
I was trying to figure out. Some people change their clothes for their blue and their purple picture, and some are wearing the same outfit.
Oh, I did not pick up on
Most
that.
people are wearing the same clothes. There was one, I think it's just John took off his jacket.
No, there's two.
Well, that
guy.
would bug me if there's only two out of all the group that did that. Then that's
Something's
really
not
consistent.
right. Mark's isn't the same, and John's is different.
That's what are you going to do about this, Paul?
Nothing.
Yeah, man.
Nothing.
I also
This is
noticed.
awesome.
I also noticed on mobile that the padding on your site is real bad. So
What?
you need to
No,
fix
it's
that.
mobile. It's mobile compliant. What are you
It is
talking
mobile
about?
compliant, but it
No,
there's
it's not bad.
There's no padding. It touches the edges of the screen. That's
It
terrible.
doesn't on mine.
Oh,
Not on mine.
Doesn't on
it's not.
mine.
Okay, well it did on the first day.
On my phone, it does.
Maybe
now you're
somebody
making me
fixed
sad.
it. Maybe somebody fixed it.
If it was the first day, I've been doing a ton since then. But
Oh,
it
well,
shouldn't
then there
be
you go.
anymore.
There you go. Okay. Well,
Also, Safari,
I
mobile
haven't-
Safari is terrible with caching. Terrible.
I haven't looked at it since the first day when I was like, wow, this website sucks. I would never use them.
It should be way better now.
Yeah,
Hit my heart.
I got good padding over here.
Oh, God, I hope you feel so good about yourself right now.
Do you feel like you help extraordinary companies discover and craft meaningful growth?
Yes.
Through
as
what?
everyone does.
Through what? Strategy, innovation, and design with capital letters?
Strategy, innovation, design. You have to whisper it.
Just always follow
Anyway.
the data.
Anyway, so that's a thing.
Worky things, jobby stuff.
Worky things, jobby stuff. I'm glad that I could help you feel better in your gainful employment venture.
Yeah. That's right.
Did you do
That's
these
right.
icons too? These infographic things?
Mm-hmm.
I like them.
That's right.
Just, you've really done a great job here.
Thank you.
Very nice.
If you need any video editing,
There you go.
I'm happy to help. Whatever can help benefit the company.
And make her some money.
I'm
The
being
company.
serious.
The company. The name.
No. Not even have to pay. If video.
It's raining. Is it raining like crazy where you guys are right
Not
now?
crazy, but it's doing it.
I'm
On and
afraid
off.
we're going to get flooding, which is the last thing anyone needs right now. Is like,
Flood. Oh,
hey,
yeah. Hey.
would it be driven from your home during a pandemic?
Sounds
Here comes
fun.
some floods.
Do it.
Thank you, God.
Oh, gosh.
So what's going on, you guys?
Well,
Talk about your TV shows and whatnot.
Well, I don't think we're ready to talk about TV shows and all that
sorry.
stuff. Well, I don't know. I mean, we could.
There's
talk about TV
something
shows.
fell off a truck that I heard that Jeremy had.
Oh, we'll get to that.
Oh.
We'll get to that first. But hold on. Let's see.
Anybody have anything?
What is even happening?
Yeah, that's right. Anybody have any stuff canceled on them recently?
Oh,
like
everything's-
big events that they've
everything's
had, like
canceled.
you paid for.
No.
No, like were you going on any vacations or any?
Paul, do you have something you want to share?
No. I'm just asking.
No, I did not.
No. This is not fishing.
I have paid for nothing and have no. That's all good. That's all
Other
good.
than I take that back. I do have a kid who's supposed to graduate this year, and that may not happen.
Yeah.
I mean, he won't
Yeah.
graduate, but there'll
Right.
be no.
But you
There'll
won't
be
have
no
a
ceremony.
ceremony. That's so
No.
sad.
Yeah, because that's not very fun as like a virtual thing. Blech. Who wants to do
No.
that? No.
I mean, he doesn't really care. He's like, whatever. Yeah. But that would be, I mean, I guess it would be memorable. Like, we didn't have graduation.
Oh, for sure.
There was a pandemic.
Yep.
But
we're not graduating high school.
Yeah. I didn't graduate high school. I mean, I did, but I didn't.
But I did.
Let me tell you. Sit down, Sonny.
I had nowhere.
We didn't have buildings in my day.
Yeah, no, we didn't. All we had were houses and basements. So here was something that went through my brain a couple of days ago, and I think we started talking about this like one time, or actually it was something that you said, Paul, like a few episodes ago that my brain kind of latched onto and didn't really think about until later. But a question. I'm going to turn around and I'm going to ask a question instead of Joy. What is the dumbest quote from movies or TV that you use from day to day? And I guess you could have multiple ones.
Oh, boy. I'm trying to think of when I do it. I mean, there's a million to pull from, but
yeah.
So we have a family movie. I think we've talked about this. A movie that our family has seen too many times, and everyone in the family can quote it, which is Stuart Little.
No, we have not talked about this. Oh my God.
Oh boy.
Which is Stuart Little.
No.
So
yay!
When our oldest kids were really young, and we had the DVD player for the van, that was one movie they always wanted to bring on trips when we go back east, and it's like a 13-hour drive, and they would play that movie over and over again. So my wife and I have it memorized. We've barely only seen it like twice, but we've heard it like 18,000 times. But like the kids loved it, and even still, they're 21 and 18. They can still quote that movie. Like, y'all done being a jerk? Like, there's this thing we'll say that randomly to each other, and it'll be random. It'll be random things that we'll all say that's just Stuart Little related, which no one else gets, and we're kind of fine with that.
That's a movie about a mouse, right?
And his tiny car.
That's right.
And he's adopted by a human family that just think that's pretty normal.
Oh, I didn't even. I've never actually seen the movie, so
that's not my brother. That's a mouse. Anyway, yeah, he's very clear.
Right? Yeah, he's in Gina.
Yeah,
Davis.
There's just too many. Yeah, it's a cute movie actually, but I've seen it too many times.
Well, there you go.
I think it was written by M. Night Shyamalan, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, that's good to know.
Night
before he did any directing.
Yeah. Or
I could be wrong.
Well, okay. Well, then does that mean that there's a twist?
Yes, that he's a mouse.
Oh.
They treat him like he's a person. Yeah, the screenplay was written by M. Night Shyamalan. Isn't that weird?
Wow, that is so weird. That is so weird.
This was in 99, so this would have been right around the same time.
It would have been right around the same time that he got started with his biz.
Yeah. I mean, it's
I'm going to guess Stuart Little 2 was not written by him.
No,
it was written by Douglas Wick. What has he done that's so great?
Does he do the John Wick movies?
God, that is crazy. Written by M. Night Shyamalan.
Shamadingy. It's a funny, cute little movie. But we know it way too well.
Wow.
I'm sure everyone, though, has a movie that they've seen more than other people have seen.
Oh,
right?
I'm sure. But I don't think
you have a movie that you love and you know by heart.
But I don't think it's as unique as Stuart Little.
Do you have one, though? Do you have one?
I've got to think about it.
Okay.
Joy?
Mine is Lost Boys. Okay,
there you go.
Lost Boys. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
So one that you or the family has seen more than others. Because for me, personally, that's Swingers. But for the family, God, we watched the hell out of some Toy Story movies. But but there's not like any one movie that has just been watched to death. Or at least not that I'm aware of, which says something for me. That's probably a good thing. I don't know. Yeah, no, for me it's Swingers. So, okay. So Joy, any weird quotes from television or movies?
The Lost Boys thing, that wasn't with my family. That was growing up.
Right. But so do you like regularly on the reg on like day to day, do you quote the Lost Boys or do you have something else?
No, usually, I'm going to let you guess.
You don't really strike me as much of a quoter anyway, other than maybe, really do or do not. There is no try.
Yeah. No, I like to pull out the Darth Vaders or the Kylo Rens.
Oh, well, there you go.
No, I don't really. Mm-mm.
So, okay.
Sorry to say.
No, that's fine. Here's the one that triggered me to even write this down is I brought home takeout. Wow, what a novel idea! I brought home takeout.
You didn't eat
last
it
week.
In? I took takeout in.
The fact that I even brought home some takeout. I brought it home like last week, and I walked in the door and I said Chinese food from Seinfeld, and I realized
is that the Cartwright episode?
I don't remember exactly what happened in the episode, but it was what George's parents, like whenever they wanted to get off the phone, the mom would pretend that there was Chinese food. And, gotta go. The Chinese food is here. And I don't know why, but whenever I go and pick up food and bring it home, I realized at that moment that I always go Chinese food, and I don't. I don't know why.
You do know why.
Well, I do know why now, but I mean, I was like, oh my God. I wonder if anybody else does weird crap like that. And so that's what got me to thinking.
Sure, we do stuff like that.
Yeah.
So can you quote anything from Lost Boys, Joy? Or you just seen it or do you just know you've seen it a lot?
No, I can't quote. Okay, hold on.
Okay, hold on now.
I'm just going to go, okay?
Just go.
Well, you're the man of the house. I'm not going to come in unless you invite me. You're invited. I bet you hate garlic, don't you? No, I like garlic. It's raw garlic. And
is that when they're talking to that guy dating their mom?
Max, yep.
Yeah.
Nobody touches the second shelf but me. That's where I keep my stuffed Oreos and my PB Boppers. And Mr. Root Beer, the grandpa, and he's like, rules, we got some rules around here.
I feel like you're reading this off of IMDb.
I'm not. My eyes are closed right now. I can't remember what day of the week, but the TV guide comes. And when you get it, the address label will be curled up a little bit, and you'll be tempted to peel it off. Don't. You'll just wind up ripping the cover, and that pisses me off. So you have a TV? No, I don't have a TV. You read the TV guide. You don't need a TV. Okay.
That's a lot of quotes.
Is that the grandpa?
Is
that the grandpa saying that?
Yes. I told you I don't like horror comics. You'll like this one. Could save your life.
That sounds like Corey Feldman's character.
Yes, that one is. Yes.
Could save your life.
Corey Haim says, I told you I don't like horror comics. And Corey Feldman says, you'll like this one. Could save your life.
I remember that one.
Corey Haim died, right?
Corey Haim died.
Yes, he did. Drug overdose. Yeah.
Ooh.
Or how about this? What happened? Nanook. Why? What'd you do to my dog, you asshole? Nothing. She bit me. Bit you? Why did she bit you? She was protecting you. Oh my God, Michael, look in the mirror. No reflection. You're creature of the night, Michael. My own brother. Goddamn shit-sucking vampire. Boy, you wait till Mom finds out about this, pal.
That's pretty good. Yeah. That's pretty good.
That's good.
He's pretty good.
He's watching a lot. Oh my God. The blood-sucking Brady Bunch. That's also in there. We totally trashed the one that looks like Twisted Sister upstairs. You want me to keep going? Or
No. I think you pretty much. I mean, you may not use those in daily life, but you proved something. You proved something to us today, and that's important.
Okay. All right. Good.
Related discussion. I did not read the article. I just remember Robin showing me her phone with the headline. But did you see something like a week or two ago about Corey Feldman saying that like Charlie Sheen made him and Corey Haim touch peeners or something?
I saw a while ago, over a year ago. I don't think it was Sheen, but I do know that those two were made to do things that they didn't want to. Back in the day.
Well, this was
Haim
recently.
More so, apparently.
Like what? Like put on a bear outfit while someone tugged
Peters
on his
with a dead guy?
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, you said it was recent. In
well, I don't know. It's like it was a recent article about what they had to do in the 90s or the 80s or whenever that was.
No, apparently they would go like to parties and be, sodomized.
Say, hey.
That sort of thing.
Woohoo. Oh, Lord. Wow. Mm-hmm.
But that's like what you did. That's what women
that
did,
is
right?
what you did. Yeah, you know, the
roles.
80s were a hell of a time.
It's a hell of a drug.
The
80s.
The 80s were a hell of a drug.
Greed is good.
Which also made me think of something else that I just read yesterday, was some sort of a tweet from Fiona Apple about she. I don't know when this was, but she used to do coke, and she stopped doing coke the night or after the night she spent hanging out with Paul Thomas Anderson and Quentin Tarantino talking about movies. And she was just like, after that, she's like, oh dear God, I'm never doing that again. And I can only, and like just that tweet really painted quite a vivid picture for me because I mean, you know, Quentin Tarantino is bad enough talking about movies as it is, and then you put the two of them together with, I was like, oh God, I would quit doing all sorts of things.
Were they doing coke too?
Yes, everybody was.
Okay.
Yes, I would. Yeah. Oh God, bad.
Oh, I just looked that up. Fiona Apple quit cocaine after excruciating night with Quentin Tarantino.
I mean,
that's a very
can
funny
you
way
just
to put
imagine?
it. Oh my God, he's already seems like he's on it.
Yeah.
Or was she on it and he wasn't, or they both were?
Yeah.
No, I think they all were, and she was like, "Wow, that was really bad." I
didn't know she dated Paul Thomas Anderson. I didn't know that. That Fiona Apple did.
I think I knew that.
I didn't know that. She's with the comedian with
Carrot Top.
Nope. Yeah. Boy, don't look up what Carrot Top looks like right now unless you would be frightened.
It's like a woman.
It's terrible.
He was a muscular, very, very muscular woman.
Yes.
Muscular woman.
Crap. She was an SNL alum. Oh boy. Maya Rudolph. That's it. That's who he's married to.
Who is?
Maya Rudolph.
Fiona Apple
Anderson is?
No. Paul Thomas Anderson.
Oh.
No, Fiona Apple used to be with Paul Thomas Anderson.
Oh, I thought.
I
thought you said now Fiona Apple was. I was like that.
No, I don't know who Fiona Apple is. She's with Fiona the hippo,
the cleaning man from Rick and Morty.
She's with this math teacher from Rick and Morty. My man. That was actually the postman, I think.
Yes, that was the postman. You're thinking about the principal vagina.
Principal vagina. It's the way it's spelled.
Who's talking?
I can't remember what he always says. Who's talking?
Are there children in the background?
Oh,
probably.
I've got. Oh, look at that! Yes, I have somebody in the background playing Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Okay.
My favorite game is
Are you
fart.
are you ready? Are you ready to do this? Are you ready to?
I'm ready for some football.
Okay, here we go. Woo!
Media Corner.
So, there was a big bump in the street the other day, and a truck dropped. There was a big box of The Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
And so I finally got around to watching it last night. I made a lot of notes.
Oh boy! Notes.
I made
movie
a lot
notes.
I made movie notes of which I will copy and paste in our chat channel here shortly, because you just kind of need to watch it devolve as I continue to watch the movie while having drinks.
Oh boy!
Yeah. So
Devolve. Okay.
How do you think I felt about the movie?
Probably like Paul did.
I'm saying you had mixed feelings of you liked it and you kind of hated it.
Okay.
Maybe I'm just guessing.
So remind me, Joy, what did you think about this film?
I loved it.
You loved it.
I thought it was great.
You thought it was great.
I thought it moved really fast, and there needs to be a movie in between this one and the last one. And
Fair.
There needs to be a one-off about the Knights of Ren, but I thought it was good.
Okay, all fair.
Okay.
Where do you place it in your pantheon of Star Warsiness?
Nah, I don't like to answer that question.
Okay, that's pretty chicken shit, but okay.
No opinion theater.
So Paul nailed it pretty well. Did not care for the movie, but it definitely had its moments.
Okay.
So I think the first two notes that I made are really sum up my feelings pretty well. I felt like the entire movie was a YouTube supercut of a group of bad fan flicks, is what it felt like to me. And so that kind of goes with your, it moved way too fast. I felt like it was just like all these quick cuts of, here's this highlight from this story, and here's this highlight from this story, and here's this highlight from this story, and then this happens, and this happens, and this happens, and this happens. And it just, it didn't feel cohesive. It was like just a series of moments. Some of those moments were awesome. Some of those moments were not so awesome. So that's kind of what put me off my chowder just a little bit. Mm-hmm. But it did have its interesting moments. I was kind of pissed off that they decided to make Chewie live. I felt like they had some balls there that I was like, oh, holy shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they pulled a punch there that I thought was pretty sad. I did enjoy Daft Punk looking chick. That was fun.
Mm-hmm. Carrie Russell.
Yes, Carrie Russell. Yeah. I enjoyed the Goonies reference with the with the dagger. Did anybody else think about the Goonies?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep. The Death Star was definitely the best part. Bad Ray equals sexy Ray. That was a note that I made.
Till her teeth are all fucked up.
Yeah,
shameful admissions.
Yeah. So high up in the list, it says no Ewoks, but then way down at the bottom, it said, "Oh, an Ewok."
I thought that was charming.
Hi, Ewok.
So, but I mean, when they were like, "Oh, it's over Endor," and then like, there's no Ewoks. I'm like, why are there no Ewoks? They're on Endor. But then finally, there was like the token Ewok.
Joking.
I have no idea what this note means. Lando, we had each other coronavirus.
What?
I don't know.
They show up. Is he doing too much touching? Was that what's happening?
No. I think it had something to do with like everybody, like, being quarantined or something like that. Everybody was like together and isolated or something like that, but they had each other. I said there was not enough Baby Yoda in this movie.
Right.
I decided that X-Wing on Octo as it came out of the sea was just filled with germs.
In the giant fish.
Yeah. I realized that all this time R2-D2 was nothing but an Apple time machine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just always backing up.
Yeah, always backing
that shit up.
Backing that shit up. Did anybody
all the
else?
issues are way too easily resolved.
Oh, yeah. Did anybody else really think about the Iron Throne with the big Palpatine throne? Yeah.
Yes.
Think about it. About how? In what way?
Well, I mean, it looked like a big Iron Throne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was supposed to look like. What did you want it to look like?
Not.
Why does it look too much like
not the Iron Throne?
Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Return of the Jedi callback was meh. What was that?
That's probably Palpatine and Rey, like he did to Luke.
Yes, that's exactly what it was. Yep. And I was like,
he's like, look at all your friends dying.
Yes, that was it. Was when he opened.
You mean
up
the stadium?
ceiling.
The stadium of Sith? Or
No,
you mean
the stadium of Sith.
No, like, look at all your friends die. Strike me down.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, when he opened up the ceiling and it was like, yes, oh look, they're all dying. Yep, that's exact. Yeah, I was like, really? Did you need to do that again? Although, here you go. This one's I think my favorite. My favorite note. The cannons are just Trump cocks.
Cannons.
The Star Destroyer cannons.
Okay.
Palpatine had ADHD, and that's why he, forgot that he was supposed to be killing them, and then he screwed up. I was super excited.
Screwed up?
Well, he totally screwed up, and because they lost. I was super excited that Chewie got his medal.
Yes, he finally got his medal.
Yeah,
he finally got his medal. That was awesome. This is another Lando Calrissian. 60% of the time, it works every time.
Sex Panther.
Yeah, and then I was a little bit upset initially about the very, very, very end when she said that she was a Skywalker. I was like, now hold on, now you're kind of stealing valor here.
Mm-hmm.
But then I also got to thinking about it that, okay, well, fine. But I mean, let's think about the people who actually raised her or mentored her. So, okay, I will let that slide. No,
raised her and mentored her? Filthy junk traders?
No, they absolutely. Hold on.
That's another quote. No, that's just me quoting some more. Your parents, they sold you off for drinking money.
Right. Well, that is not who raised her or mentored her. The Skywalkers did.
Okay. But by the time we meet her, to be fair, she's in her 20s. So she's kind of.
Yeah. Right. And in between, nobody raised her or mentored her.
She's really little and she was there. And
she was really, exactly. So
I just felt like
I kind of made my peace with
storytelling wise. I just don't know why they had to pick that as the way to go. You had the real Skywalker. Why not let him be the Skywalker? Why kill him off and have her be like, "Oh no, I'm the Skywalker"?
Well, and dark side always wins. Palpatine won.
And that was also the second way I interpreted it. Was not only was how she was mentored, but she also maybe was not her.
What?
She maybe is not her.
I mean, if that's the case, then it's not clear at all.
No, it's not clear at all.
Maybe it's not her.
And a movie that
she maybe is not her because what happened?
In a movie that's very clear.
No. I need that explained. What do you mean she maybe is not her?
She maybe is not her because
Palpatine.
no, she maybe is not her because Ben Solo put his life essence into her and died.
You think?
What do you mean it's not her? Who are you saying is her?
Rey is not Rey because he brought her back to life.
Does that happen to anyone else?
It does
I guess
not.
it never brought anyone to life.
No, it never did.
Which was kind of annoying. Like, there's a whole new.
Maybe
Jedi
she
thing.
says, "I am a Skywalker" because she's not her in her body anymore, but it's him in her body.
Man.
I think it's because.
So you're telling me that there's a. Go ahead.
No. You go ahead.
I was just going to say, you're telling me that the follow up is going to be being John Malkovich kind of situation.
That's kind of what it is. Or it's Westworld all over again. That doesn't look like anything to me. I don't know. I mean, look, I guess that shows you how far I was trying to stretch to really go, ooh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
What did you think about the return and replay of the scene with Han Solo?
That was good. I liked that.
Like that?
I did. I liked that.
Gosh, I had to remember this movie. It's been a while. I can't remember any of that.
And I'm good with how it happened too, because like he couldn't come back as a Force ghost because he wasn't a Jedi, so he had to come back in a more tangible form. But and again, ooh. Okay.
Oh.
So let's take my wild, weird supposition about Ben and Rey. And let's take it to and let's take it to its farthest logical extreme, because again, what happened in order for him to show up, she had to give up her life force.
No.
You don't? Well,
no, I don't think that's why he showed up.
He showed. I absolutely think that's why he showed up.
Well, I know that because you said that, but I'm saying I don't think that. I think that he showed up because he needed her. He needed to be with her. It wasn't because and I'm not talking about like sex. I'm talking about just like.
Whoa, hold on. No.
Connection.
That's not what I'm talking about at all. You need to jump ahead. You need to keep up. We're talking about Han Solo and Kylo Ren.
Why'd you say her?
Because how did Han Solo show up? What happened to me? What was the shot immediately after he was there? Was the shot of the shroud over Princess Leia. So what I'm saying is that she put her life force back into.
Okay, so
back
who's
into
your
bringing.
she?
She, being Princess Leia, put her life force back into Han. Well, I didn't think that I needed to.
Well, we weren't talking about Princess Leia.
We actually were
talking about Rey.
We were talking about Ben Solo and Han Solo.
Well, to be fair,
what'd you think about all of the Princess Leia scenes?
Okay.
Here, let me hand you something. Let me hand you something again.
Yes.
Here, let me hand you something.
Yes. That hand model earned their money.
Yeah. Hi, it's my face. Here, I'm going to give you something. Here, it's my face. I'm going to give you something. I don't know. That was at the very beginning.
No, I think definitely women. Mom, he's a total mama's boy. Mom is what ultimately turned him.
Ben?
It's his mom dying. Yeah. And then this other woman.
I guess that's what really bothered me, is that he earned so much redemption, and for him to die sort of pathetically that really bothered me.
Yeah.
He didn't die pathetically.
Like, she brought him back to life, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go. Bye." Like, it felt. I hated the fact that it was too. I hated the fact that they had to bring back to life to make it some sort of story when they didn't have to. It could have been, why not just have him die right away rather than this back and forth? I don't know. Maybe not.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen it in a while.
The world will never know.
I can't remember.
I just wonder why Kylo Ren never ran, because he's a good runner.
Because he's a good runner. He runs real good.
He's a good runner, but
he run good.
He run real good.
Run, Kylo, run.
Until he became Ben. Then he'd be running.
So highlights for me were definitely the lightsaber scene in that ocean with
the water
Star Destroyer. That was pretty amazing.
That was pretty
I
awesome.
thought that was awesome.
That was,
and I actually really liked the first scene too, which jumped into the movie way too fast. But the red with this super overcranked of Kylo taking out the guys. The very
That was
beginning.
pretty
After
cool.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool too.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yes.
So
But,
there was a
like,
lot
that
of really
needed
cool
to be
stuff.
a
It just felt so unbalanced. I think that's what it was.
I mean, there were a lot of really awesome moments that were completely negated by nothing connecting them.
Yeah.
It was too easy, like to kill Hux after they took so much time developing him in the last one.
Yes,
and then he was a traitor all along.
That really pissed me off. The way I was like, okay, so the idea of that is cool, but the execution of it was the worst thing that I think I've ever seen in cinema. It was just like, boop, I'm the spy.
Yeah.
And then
and then he's dead.
There's just a lot of unearned moments.
He really turned around and went, look, I'm the spy.
I think it's the two different directors.
So
there was one director on this. There wasn't anyone else.
No. But Rian Johnson developed all these characters, and then J.J. Abrams came back and was like, "Yeah, fuck them."
Yeah,
and took Rose out, and took Hux out, and made it way too easy.
J.J. Abrams did Hux originally because J.J. Abrams did the first of these three.
But Rian Johnson really developed him and
the character
Kylo,
out.
And
I like.
He made Kylo like a main character into a real character. And then J.J. Abrams came back and was like, "Yeah, you know what? Fuck you."
He also got rid of Tran. What's her name?
Kelly Marie Tran. Yeah.
He just took her out of the movie entirely.
Rose.
Man, she had a good arc. Just kind of put her
Rose
hey, you're going to be in the background with horses. Yeah.
Rose.
Yes, Rose.
No.
Yeah.
And not
he just took her out of the movie entirely.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah. And then the whole
sort of the same with
C-3PO. It's so emotional. He's erasing his memory, and then it was like, oh wait, here's your memory.
We brought it back again. A lot of unearned moments. Like Jeremy was saying, I thought they had some balls that they were actually going to kill Chewbacca. I'm like, damn. They're like, no, we're just kidding. There's a lot of this we're just kidding thing happening all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, this is sad. We're just kidding. They're all back to life. We're just
it was The Walking Dead all over again.
Oh my god!
Even when they thought they were going down in the quicksand, and Finn's like, Ray, I never told
look,
you.
we go right through. Yeah.
And then he's like, I'm not going to tell you now that I love you. Yeah.
I mean, it can't be easy to make a Star Wars movie. That I don't envy anyone trying to make a movie that anyone will like for Star Wars fans. It just felt like there was some, compared to the first one he made, which was, a Star Wars, A New Hope sort of rehash, which is bad. It's a good spin on it.
One?
But this one just felt,
Force Awakens.
Not the Rise of Skywalker. What's the first?
Force Awakens.
Yeah. There was a lot of very mirroring to A New Hope storyline. But it was good. It was entertaining. This one just felt all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he was trying to combine the 3 trilogy movies into one movie.
Yes.
Sort of.
It needed
didn't work.
A movie in between, and then I still need a one-off about the Knights.
Well, there could be a lot of great one-offs. Could be, but there probably won't be.
There might be.
Well, didn't they? Well, Mandalorian might, give them a little more clarity on what to do.
Yeah.
I like that it's a series. At least they can give it some time and room to grow.
Mm-hmm.
The Mandalorian?
Yeah, if I wouldn't mind if they kept doing really good series that they put a lot of budget into. Also, the making of the Mandalorian stuff is pretty unbelievable.
Yeah, that is awesome.
I heard there wasn't any budget in the original Mandalorian.
There's probably not a lot of budget, but the way they use that budget,
the way they used the budget was amazing. Yes.
Yeah.
I love Mandalorian.
I guess that is the future of filmmaking, where it's giant TV screens that are your backgrounds.
Yeah, that is
not
so
seeing anything. You're seeing
cool.
things.
So cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway.
And puppets.
And Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda. I think all anyone cares about is Baby Yoda. We got to know what's happening there.
Yeah, that's really all I want. I just need to.
And now filming will probably be delayed for all that.
No, I was just going to say that.
It's not the worst.
At this point, though, they have to have some of it in the can and have to be in editing. Don't they?
Maybe. I have no idea.
Shit.
No clue.
Yeah.
We're going to have to figure out how to film everyone remotely on green screen. I was just thinking about SNL.
Now
like,
that
how are they
would be
going
amazing.
to... is SNL going to do a Zoom episode?
They canceled recordings.
That would, that would be very interesting because I did see a thing yesterday about a TV news anchor somewhere. I don't remember where it was, but she had some sort of kidney surgery a few months ago that left her immunocompromised. And so she is anchoring the news from her living room. Like so she's got, her co-anchor is there in the studio doing his thing. And every time they throw to her, it's her, via Skype or whatever.
Because you could always have people set up a good camera permanently in place.
Exactly.
Have a green screen background. That's all they kind of do now anyway.
Oh, man.
With the way of...
We need to get on this. This is a business opportunity.
Who's pulling the key? You got to send that in. You can't do it live.
That's fine.
No, I'm serious.
Fine. That's fine. But, it seems...
You would have to have a centralized...
live segments.
You would have to have a centralized control room, right? Like someone who is controlling all the cameras in some virtual panel, which I assume... I know churches do it now with...
Yeah.
They can do that. Like there's a computer program that takes the feeds from everything and they can just jump to
but someone
a slide or a video.
Someone would have to be doing it.
Yes, correct.
There.
It still would be a production. It would just be all of these out remotely. I mean, you'd have to have a really good connection too. Otherwise, you couldn't do live feed very well. But
I'm just saying, it's not as easy as you think.
Oh, no, I didn't say it was easy. I just said it's 5G. Doable.
Yeah. 5G,
not easy, but there is tech that can make it happen. It just wouldn't be cheap. But there could be completely...
Do you guys think it's cool that Palpatine came back, or do you think that's dumb?
Dumb.
I didn't like it.
I didn't like it either.
Do you think it's a clone? It's a clone of him.
No, it's just zombie Palpatine.
Yeah, it's
he was because like his fingers were all jacked up from
he's puppet
falling down a hole.
He had like that whole rig around him, like his little.
Although I did dig the rig because I was like going, where does how does I was thinking how does that have what kind of tracks are up there in the ceiling for him to just kind of go around, and what does that sound like as he's making his rounds around the building?
It was just Jeff Dunham. That's all. It was just Jeff Dunham back there with his arm up Palpatine's ass.
Oh god.
Yep. It was all a puppet bit. The whole thing was just Jeff Dunham.
That's what he looked like.
Puppet comedian. Yeah, I didn't like the Palpatine part. Like, I like that he tried very hard to make it still a part of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but I felt like it was quite the reach.
Now, obviously,
your parents were Palpatines, and you
already knew this, but when you first found out, were you expecting Rey to have been a Palpatine?
No,
I wasn't either.
No, it was definitely a surprise, but I also didn't feel like it.
Do you think it was her mother or her father that was a Palpatine?
That was the Palpatine?
Both.
I thought it was
because that's what Palpatines do.
Oh, shit.
Well, that's all she wrote.